Hi, welcome to the Filmovis Anima channel. This channel covers Hollywood movie and celebrity news, special for you movie lovers.
Angelina Jolie is the most wanted in Wanted 2, the best-selling action movie with an interesting theme. Wanted has actually deserved a sequel since its release in 2008. However, the story of James McAvoy's adventures as an antique shooter and hitman continues to be hampered. It is said that the difference in ideas and opinions between director Timur Bekmambetov and Michael Brandt as one of the scriptwriters is the root of the problem. As Brandt explained to MovieWeb Media, actually since Wanted sold well in the market, the idea of making a sequel emerged at that time. However, Bekmambetov rejected it because he had other ideas. This difference of opinion made the studio concerned. Universal Pictures so impatient that they ignored the Wanted sequel. The problem got worse when Angelina Jolie resigned from the Wanted sequel project. As a result, the script had to undergo many changes that made Wanted 2 even more neglected. Finally, Bekmambetov had the idea of changing the gun element to drones. A good theme but difficult to realize considering the film sells pistols with rotating bullets. Meanwhile, Brandt and Derek Haas, who also wrote the first Wanted script, proposed to change the movie with a female lead only. I want Angelina Jolie again. Margot Robbie wants to make The Sims movie. Australian actress Margot Robbie wants to produce a movie based on the game, The Sims. The Sims is a series of life simulation video games developed by Maxis and published by Electronic Arts. The franchise has sold nearly 200 million copies worldwide, and is one of the best-selling video game series of all time. In 2007, a live adaptation of the movie was floated but the project was immediately dissolved. Margot Robbie, who felt confident about her current career especially thanks to the success of Barbie, had the idea of making The Sims. Female filmmaker Kate Herron from the Loki series and scriptwriter Bryony Redman were invited by Robbie with her Lucky Chap Entertainment production company. There are no names of actors or actresses who will join this project yet. Electronic Arts will be fully involved in the creative elements of the movie based on their product, of course. Lately, video game adaptations have been on the rise commercially. Warcraft, Rampage, Detective Pikachu, Uncharted, the Super Mario Bros. Movie and Sonic and Hedgehog 2 have made over $400 million. Robbie is certainly drooling and optimistic about these results. Moreover, it is said that before playing in Barbie, Robbie was sure that the movie could break $1 billion. It turned out to be true. Disney's controversial princess lineup, still warm in our memories, the appointment of Halle Bailey to be the figure of The Little Mermaid, had become a meal of criticism for movie lovers. The Little Mermaid, a princess from Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale, is known as a mermaid princess who turns into a human. In order to break the establishment, Disney transformed Ariel, who was originally white, into a black actress. With the help of social media, of course the coercion was successful enough not to sink the Little Mermaid franchise. Not only Ariel, the figure of the villain, Ursula, was also protested because it was played by Melissa McCarthy, not a drag queen according to the original. Another Disney controversy continued and Emma Watson was deemed incompetent to sing to play Belle in Beauty and the Beast. Naomi Scott was deemed unsuitable for Princess Jasmine in Aladdin because the actress is of Indian descent and white. Not to mention Rachel Zegler, who was criticized for playing Snow White, while she is a Latin actress who is not white enough. Unfortunately, the Snow White film did not utilize the dwarfs actors because it chose CGI. Peter Dinklage and his friends who are not tall, of course, it is very natural to feel angry and humiliated because they are not considered. Lastly, Lilo and Stitch is just about to go into production. Nanny, Lilo's sister, is played by Sydney Aguedal. It's not a matter of being famous or not. But Aguedal, who has Filipino blood, is considered too white for a role that in the animated movie is darker skinned like the inhabitants of the Hawaiian coast. Peaky Blinders movie includes Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy's hit series Peaky Blinders is set to be made into a big screen version. Cillian, the actor who just won an Oscar through Oppenheimer, agreed to join the series that helped launch her career. Stephen Knight, creator and scriptwriter of Peaky Blinders, confirmed Cillian's involvement in the movie version of Peaky Blinders. The Peaky Blinders series has completed 6 seasons and received many awards throughout its run. As Birmingham gang leader Tommy Shelby, Cillian was honored long before he won an Oscar. It was also confirmed by Knight that a number of the series' cast members are likely to join, although only Cillian has signed on. Paul Anderson, Anya Taylor-Joy, Sam Claflin, Stephen Graham, Conrad Kahn, Harry Kinton and Tom Hardy are also planning to join. According to the plan, the new Peaky Blinders movie will enter production in September 2024. Knight will launch his new television series, This Town, before launching Peaky Blinders next year. Should The Boondock Saints 3 be a reboot? The movie that was not a commercial success, The Boondock Saints, was strangely made into 2 volumes. Even this movie starring Norman Reedus and Sean Patrick Flannery will be made Volume 3. Strange indeed, when the new Hollywood boss wants to make a sequel when the movie sells well. For the case of twins Connor and Murphy McManus, this apparently does not apply. The first volume of The Boondock Saints, released in 1999 with a capital of $6 million, made a profit of $30.4 million. Its sequel in 2009, The Boondock Saints 2, All Saint Day, was given a budget of $8 million but only grossed $10.6 million. The ratings also declined, so maybe that's what made The Boondock Saints not continue at all. Troy Duffy, as the director and scriptwriter of 2 volumes of The Boondock Saints, had hoped that Volume 3 could be continued. But apparently it did not get a response, including from Reedus and Flannery, who withdrew from the Unclear 3 project. When Thunder Roads Pictures injected funds for Volume 3, Reedus and Flannery immediately grabbed this project, even though the film would be more of a reimagining than a continuation story. Meanwhile, Duffy did not take part in directing and scripting again, because he was more serious about continuing the vision of his novel The Boondock Saints. Or does Duffy not agree with this movie being a reboot? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe.